everybody, it's Christine, and I am doing a flip through of my April planner 2018. Today is April 28th, so it's the end of the month, and I got this idea from my friend Jen. I'm going to do an April in review, so I'm kind of going to go through my planner, show how everything was used for the month, and then talk about my plans for next month and whether I plan to keep things the same or not. This is a Foxy Fix Botanical Iris ring binder in personal size, but I use personal wide inserts in it. I like the extra writing space that gives me. I will not be using this planner next month. I like to choose my planners to match the Cocoa Daisy kits, which I subscribe to, and I have a lot of Foxies, so I'm blessed enough to be able to make those switches monthly. I do have an ollie clip on the front here just because it's got all the purples in it and really kind of went with it. I don't know if I'll keep a clip on the front of my May binder. We will see. When I first opened my planner, my pockets are just a hot mess, y'all. I am not a good pocket decorator. I just cannot seem to put together all the stuff and make it look pretty like so many people do. This is just a card that's stuck in here. Why? I don't know. In the front pocket, I kept the stickers that I was using on my daily planner pages so that I would have them if I needed to, like I suddenly remembered something I needed to put down, and so I could grab a sticker to put it down. I will still keep my stickers with me next month in my planner, but I'm not going to use this type of planner. This leather or this pocket configuration. I'll be using a spice ring binder in cinnamon. So the pockets are a little bit different, and I'm also planning a little bit different storage method for my stickers next month. So the first thing I always, well, I say always, it's only been 2 times. The first thing I have in my binder is a little art piece that I make from the die cuts and the free art printables that Cocoa Daisy sends its subscribers. I've done this 2 months in a row now, and I just have loved opening my planner and seeing this pretty piece right in front of me, so I'm going to definitely continue doing that. This is actually the back cover of the B6 Daisy Dori. Since Cocoa Daisy does not do ring inserts in this size, I sort of have to franken plan my own. So I take the B6 Dori booklet, open it up, take out the staples, cut all the pages in half, and then trim each page down to personal wide size, which is 4 3/4 inches by 6 3/4 inches. And then I use one of the covers, the craft covers, to make my art piece. And I choose the back cover because I don't know if you can see, it has Cocoa Daisy embossed right there. So that's what I actually like to put in the front of my planner. So I've done this for March. I had the peacock theme, and now for April, and then next month I'll also have a piece up front here for May. And then I usually just keep a couple of inspirational cards and messages, and I may or may not do that. We'll see. I have my April goals up front, but my April goals were to keep my house tidy, which I actually have done, so that's good, and keep up with my gratitude and fitness trackers. I have kept up my gratitude journal every single day, which is awesome, but fitness not so much, and that's because I kind of haven't been doing anything. So I really do need to get my act together for May. Maybe I will keep these goals the same. We will see. This is a Foxy Fix dashboard that I just have one of the printables for here, and then this is just one of the pattern papers. These are underneath some of the things I cut out from the free printables, and then these are sticky notes that came in the Cocoa Daisy kit, so that if I need a quick sticky note, they're handy. Here's the beginning of the actual Cocoa Daisy pages. The month overview is nice to have here just to see the days, but the boxes for me are a little bit too small to write in. Gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. The lawnmower, the landscape guys are here, and it's very loud outside. I'm sorry. So I don't really use this page other than like if I need to quickly look and see what day of the month something falls on. And I have not used some of the lined pages in here, but the first section that's split up into narrow horizontal, not columns, what's the word I want, rows, thank you. This is where I use my gratitude. So I used the Cocoa Daisy tabs to create all of my sections, and this first one is for gratitude, and I've used the stickers and numbered for every day. And every night before I go to bed, the last thing I do is just jot down something positive about the day or something that I'm thankful for. And that is like a really nice way to kind of finish off the day and go to bed every night. So we've just got 3 more days left in April. I cannot believe it is almost May. An extra page there. I did not use these pages for anything. Just sometimes I use them and sometimes I don't. Just nothing struck me this month that I needed them for. Next section is for tracking fitness, and I really, really, really want to do better at this in May. I use the water glass tracker is from Sweet Stamp Shop. Excuse me. This is a set I think that is no longer available. It's called, I think it's called Plan Eat. But I really love it. There are some other companies that have a similar water stamp though. So if you really love that idea, you can find one somewhere else. And then the little shoe is to track exercise. And I mean, look at me, none. Like I was just horrible for this whole month. And I feel bad and I do not like the way I look. So I've got to do something about this in May. But I like this system of writing it down. So I think I will probably use my Dori pages in May the same way. I had considered for a few minutes actually planning on these pages, which is what these pages are meant for, but I use my planner for both school and home. I'm a teacher, so my work stuff and my personal stuff goes in here, and you'll see when I get to my daily pages, I don't think I could make all of that fit on these. So I'm probably going to stick with what I'm doing here because there's enough lines. It fits pretty. I think it looks nice, so I'll probably stick with this system. So I need to get past all of these days that I didn't do anything. And here's the back page of the Dori booklet. So this whole section right here is what comes in the B6 Dori. Everything else is stuff that I've added to my planner, other inserts that are not Cocoa Daisy. All my decorations though pretty much are. Here's Simon, you gotta love him. This is a Foxy Fix dashboard that's split into 2 pieces. You can put cards in. All of these dividers are cardstock that come with the Cocoa Daisy monthly kit. And then again, the tabs, like I said, also. My After Gratitude and Fitness, I have a monthly section. So this is where I keep my monthly calendars. Here we go, March. Here's April's, and I also, for April, I have this divider that was made and sent to me by a lovely planner friend. Look what she did, you guys. She cut little slits where the holes are so you don't have to open the rings to take this out and move it to the next month. Like, how smart is that? I put the little April sticker right there so that if I want to flip directly to the month of April, all I have to do is look on the top and find that tab, and boom, there it is. So I use these monthly calendars to forward plan. So like if I get an email at work that the following week we have a meeting at blah blah whatever time, I put it on here. If I find out something is happening at the end of the school year, then I come over here to June and I put it on here. Then when I'm ready to sit down on Sunday and plan the coming week, I refer back to this to see what I have coming up, and then I put those items on those days. So I use this for forward planning. So there's April. What I usually do is keep the current month, the next month, and then because it's the end of the school year, I keep June as well. All the rest of the monthly pages are clipped up in this binder clip with the pen loop. Because I'm using personal wide inserts in a personal planner, even though this has a built-in pen loop, once the planner is closed, the pages go over top of this. So I can't use this pen loop. So I keep all the rest of these pages clipped together here. But I do need to open this up every once in a while because behind the monthly calendar, I have a perpetual calendar. These are both, by the way, printed from Annie Plans printables. So here's just a perpetual calendar, is just the month with the day numbers, but they're not attached to days of the week. So I can put down people's birthdays, anniversaries, things like that, that are consistent from year to year to year. And then I could also, so when May, we're getting ready to go into May now. Let's see, anybody's birthday in May? I've got one anniversary that I need to remember coming up, and ooh, that's coming up next week, so I'm glad I looked at this. So I can make sure that I don't forget people's birthdays and things. So those are there. Then here is the other craft cover. This was the front cover of the Dori booklet, and I just put on one of the cards that came with the kit, and a piece of cardstock that came with the kit glued to the other side. And this is a little die cut of Simon and Betty that actually came with the February kit. And I just love it so much. I have been moving it from planner to planner to planner. So I put it in my March, and it's now here in my April, and I'm going to pull this, I will pull this up. It's down with like a little bit of double stick tape, and I will put it also in my May planner because I just think they are so cute together. Here's another Foxy Fix dashboard, just with another sort of inspirational card that came with the kit and some pretty paper. Then comes my next section. So here's another divider with the Cocoa Daisy tab. This is for my daily plans. So this printable is also from Annie Plans. The whole, you buy it and the whole month is like a bundle. So the first thing in it is a calendar, and this one I do not use. I could probably think of something to do with it. Maybe I will try for May, but I just generally kind of skip over that page. The second part is a tracker, and this is the first month that I have really actually stuck with and used my tracker. I've tried trackers before, and I just would like, every night I'd have to just put an X that I didn't do something, and it was kind of depressing. And this month I was like, Christine, you've got to pull yourself together. There were things I was ignoring, like my skin was starting to not look good. I have a terrible habit of going to bed with my makeup on. There was just things I wanted to do that I wasn't doing. And I thought, okay, let me put it in the tracker, and then maybe coloring the box every night will make me actually do it. And surprise, surprise, that has actually worked. Here's another one of those dividers that my friend sent me. So I put the You Got This sticker at the top. And again, just like with the monthly, if I want to find the tracker, like what I do is I flip to, I've got the planner, I flip to the daily, and then there it is right there, boom, so I have it. I am tracking things that I don't want to do because I'm lazy. Stuff I want to do, but I don't do because I'm lazy. And I started, when I first started tracking, I had these items, just like 3 or 4. Then I added a couple more. And then these other, all these items that have little dashes were not added until the days that I started filling them in. So some of them, like this last one, I'm like, I need to get off soda. I'm drinking way too much Coke. I'm dehydrated all the time. I feel like crap. I need to quit soda. So I added that one just last week on the 22nd. And I've done pretty good, you guys. Look, only one day. I said one and done. And sure enough, one and done. Even though yesterday I really, 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 really wanted a Coke. I did not get one, so yay me. So yeah, it feels really good to every night sit down and color in these squares that I did these things, except for this big stripe right here. This would be sticking to a paleo diet, which I have done successfully in the past, and then I got off track, and for whatever reason, I can't get myself back on it, and daily exercise. In my defense, the weather has been crappy this month. It's been like, even though it's April, it's been acting like winter, it's been cold, and there's been a lot of rain, but really, that's not an excuse. So for May, look for this to be filled in because y'all can hold me accountable. But at any rate, I love the tracker. I think I may, for next month, instead of using a pen, I may keep some colored pencils next to my bed because I do this at night. This is the last thing I fill out before I go to bed every night. I may get some colored pencils that match the May kit and kind of do like stripes of different colors. I don't know, we'll see. After the tracker come the weekly pages. So Annie's printables in this design have a weekly overview on the left and then daily pages. And I love these 3-column, these are the 3-column inserts. So there's a timed column on the left, there's a grid column in the middle, and then like a column that's divided into sections on the right-hand side. And what I do is I notate my school hours here because they change depending on the day of the week. Like on Monday, I'm usually out by 3, but on Tuesday and Thursday, I stay until 4:30 to work with kids. Up until this past week, I had a 5:30 on Wednesday that I was staying with kids. So I put my school hours in here, and then I use little round stickers to notate appointments. And sometimes those are during the school day and sometimes they're after the school day. But again, those were things that were on my monthly calendar that I sit down on Sunday and put over here. If I know something that has to be done for work already for the week, that goes in the middle column, and then the end is for like personal stuff. I almost always decorate these pages with a strip or 2 of washi and a full box from some pretty sticker kit, and then maybe a little bit of something or other up here. And that's pretty much it for decorations because this stuff usually fills up pretty good. So here was the first week. I don't remember, I wish I could remember where, Let's Plan It. That's where I got these stickers from, Let's Plan It. I thought the purple went so pretty with this week. This was the Cocoa Daisy washi that came in the kit, which I, oh my God, adore. Like this will go with every single month ever. Some Simply Gilded washi, and then, you know, you can see again, like I would use these little dot stickers come in the Cocoa Daisy planner kit also, and I love them. They fit perfectly in this little space, and I can write down appointments and things like that. So here was the end of the first week. And then on the weekend, I don't use the columns. I just kind of put stuff everywhere. I use a pretty weekend banner. And then a lot of these quarter boxes and half boxes end up on sticker sheets never getting used for me. So I put them back here and I use them to write down the things that I want to do. So that was the first week in April. Week 2, very similar, again from Let's Plan It. This time I was gonna meal plan on the left, and then I was like, oh my God, I have all this wide open space. What do I do here? So I tried lettering a little quote. It got a little squished at the bottom. My spacing is not too hot. And you can see how successful I was on the meal planning. Yep, nothing there. I should put meal planning in my tracker too, but really one thing at a time here. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants as every night I'm like, oh, what should I have for dinner? I really do need to plan ahead, but I just have not been doing that. Again, the same sort of decorating system where last week, the previous week, I used a little stamp to stamp little bullet points. This week, I used these strips that just worked out nicely here. So I kind of like to change it up a little bit. Here was this week. I added some pretty decorative stickers that came in the sticker kit up at the top. And then there was Saturday and Sunday. Since I had already used that banner, I had to do something else, and this sticker came in the sticker kit, so that was nice. And then I got this bee in my bonnet about I want to try something else. Y'all, I don't know. I just decided, hey, let me bullet journal for a week. And I drew up this, drew up these pages, and I almost immediately hated them. And I was like, well, this is it. This is life. It's already done. Let's do it. So for each day, I've got a page, and then each page has 2 rectangles, one for work, one for home. And I just drew the boxes with a ruler, and I wrote the titles across here. These are stamps. These are also stamps. These were from the Cocoa Daisy memory keeping kit, and I wanted to use them, which is part of why I did this setup. And I ended up really kind of not liking this. For whatever reason, you would think this is really kind of sparse and it would be easy to see all my to-dos. I just had a hard time finding things. And I think it was because I was so used to this system that all of a sudden I was trying to find stuff in another way. And I was like, by the time I was like through Monday, I was like, nope, not doing this again. So I finished off the week, and then I went right back to the other printables. So here I was, instead of meal planning, I was actually post-writing in what I had. So that's not really meal planning, it's more like meal documenting, but you know, hey, at least they're written in, so it's baby steps, y'all. And here was this past week. This washi, you guys, comes from Goat Girl MH on Etsy. It is I just freaking love it, and I decided to use it every single day because I was like, you know what, this is the last week in this purple planner. I am embracing the purple, and I want to see that washi every day because it's freaking gorgeous. It's really wide, and it can be hard to line up, but I mean, come on, look at it, right? So, then I just used a coordinating strip at the top with a sticker, and we were good to go. So see all these little bullet stickers? These are now like my favorite thing to do, to show, here's where you can see where I had like an appointment in the middle of the day of professional development. And then I just put a little check mark, you know, that it got done. So yeah, so here's today. And I decided instead of using all the half boxes and whatnot, because I did not use a sticker kit for this week, I just used up whatever I happened to have. I was trying to use up the Cocoa Daisy stickers that I had not used. So I did not have quarter boxes and half boxes. So I'm just using a bullet system again. And then same thing for tomorrow, stuff I've got to do. This page marker was given to me by the same lovely person who gave me these 2 dividers, and I flipping love it. She made it out of a piece of one of the Cocoa Daisy kits that I don't get. So I knew it would coordinate, but it wasn't matching something I already had. And I got this in the mail, and I was like, OMG, like Jennifer, I just freaking love this. I I may see, gosh, this is not gonna work with the May kit, but man, it is pretty. So I will hold on to this, and at some point there will come a time when I need pink and purple, and this baby is coming back out. I used to take these and hole punch them in, but I find that if I just put it here and then close the planner, it stays. And so and then it's much easier to just move around if it's just loose. So I may, since I stickered these, I may make tracker and April bookmarks like this too, or that may be too much for me. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna be setting up my May planner. As soon as I'm done with this video, actually, I will take this apart. So here's the end of April. The end of the inserts has the note pages, which I never use, and that's that. So this will come out and the May will go in. Here's another really pretty piece of cardstock, and the next tab is for books. So this again is an Annie Plans printable, you guys. She has a printable for everything, seriously. This is a book tracker, and the front of it, this part comes, I think it comes just blank. And I just used a Word document. I opened a Word document and typed where I thought this was, and I printed it out on a plain piece of paper, held this up to it to figure out if it was lined up properly. When I got it lined up, then I just ran this before it was cut out, ran this through my printer, and then it popped out. I am a huge reader, and I particularly love children's and young adult literature. So I got this bee in my bonnet last year that I'm going to work my way through all the Newbery Award books. Every year a young adult or child literature piece is awarded the Newbery Medal. It's for like outstanding achievement in children's literature, and it started in 1922. So this insert actually has enough entries that I can go through 2025. So I can hang on to this for quite a long time. I have read the first 3 and I am working on the 4th one. The problem is I usually do my reading at night right before I go to bed, and laying down is like the signal to my brain that, okay, oh, she's horizontal, it's time to go night nights. And the minute I lay down, I suddenly get so sleepy I can't keep my eyes open. So it is taking forever. I started this book on April 3rd. It is now April 28th. I can normally read a book in a couple of days. So it's just taking me forever to get through this, but I will get there, and I'll keep on keeping on. So that's kind of fun that I have a place to keep track of this. And I've got another Foxy dashboard with just more pretty papers from Cocoa Daisy. These were die cuts. And then my next category, my next section is for shop codes. So as we planner girls do, we buy from a lot of shops, and whenever I see somebody post a code, I jot it down in here so that the next time I go shopping, I can look and see, do I have a code for that? And then I can get myself save myself a little bit of money. So that goes here. This is just a piece of acetate I bought at Michael's forever ago, and I was like, hey, that color kind of goes with, so let's just pop that in there, why not? And then my last section is just for notes, and so the first few pages are from the free Cocoa Daisy printables that you can go on their website and get. They're available to anybody, even non-subscribers. Some of the printables are. And this is the B6 size page. It has a really light dot grid in the back that you may or may not be able to see. But I was so proud of myself, I figured out that I could print them back to back, look at that, and have the same pattern on both pages. So I was like so excited with myself when I saw that. So just when I need to jot something down and I want to keep it for future reference, I just stick it back here in the notes. So it's not particularly pretty, but it does the job. So I've got a few of these here. I started to lay out what I thought I wanted in my May planner because I knew I was getting ready to set that up. A few of these are the printables, and then I just have plain dot grid in the back for whatever. I've got one more piece of cardstock and the page lifter, and nothing back here because, like I said, I'm a terrible decorator. So you guys, like I said, I had thought that I was going to change up and use the Dori pages to plan, but I've now decided not to, because I felt for like the first time true planner piece this month. I have loved using this planner. There was nothing that I said, man, I wish I would have. Everything in it worked exactly like I wanted it to. There was no fluff. I wasn't missing anything. And so why are we gonna mess with a good thing? I will keep this exact same setup. I will create all new dividers with the new cardstocks and tabs that come with the new kit. But as far as the order that it's in, everything is gonna stay the same. So my planner will look exactly like this next month, but with different colors of everything, a different art piece, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And a different pen, because I have to match my pen gem. So there you go, that is my April in review. If you have any questions for me, like about where I bought something or how I did something, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you've made it all the way through this, thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate you more than you know. Have a great weekend.